Hey guys, what's up? Jimmy here with another video. So I'm going to be going to different locations today searching for super cheap games out in the wild. I'm going to be going to a couple different Targets, some thrift stores, see what I can find. Back in August, I did my first episode for super cheap Xbox One games.
If you have an Xbox One, you don't have a whole lot of games, you don't have to break the bank to get some really sweet choice titles.
And so the past few weeks, I've been doing some research, compiling a list for episode 2. I've got 8 games, but to be quite honest, I'm not really sold or comfortable with the current list. There's one of the games of the list I'm thinking about keeping for episode 3. I know this kind of might sound weird, but the list as a whole, I'm not totally comfortable with. So I'm at Target, see if I can find a super cheap Xbox One game that would be worthy adding to the list. So let's go ahead and go inside and see what we can find. So unfortunately, there was nothing there worth picking up. That end cap, Call of Duty Infinite, I was really surprised. I'm like, holy cow, it's sold out already. I was surprised because I thought a whole lot less people were going to be interested in it. I was like, why is this totally empty? Because, just about 100 yards away, there's a GameStop. And those who are really into Call of Duty would just go to the midnight release because today's November 4th. And so anyway, I was like, man, it's already sold out. A huge end cap. Dozens and dozens of copies gone. Come to find out, I was talking to the associate, like right after I took that video, associate walked out and started filling the end cap. So that had not been sold out. They just hadn't stocked the front end cap. As far as clearance games or games at a good discount, there were none. There was that Transformers, it said As Is. I'm not exactly sure what that was about, As Is Blu-ray movie. And the only clearance game was Monopoly for the PS4. So really poor. All right, we're at my local Goodwill. See what we can find. See if we can find some great deals here. So usually when I go into Goodwill, I usually don't have a whole lot of luck. This time around, I went in, there was a huge stack of PS2 games. I got really excited. I'm like, sweet, what are these? Unfortunately, they were mostly sports titles, but there were a couple of actually big stacks of original Xbox games. There were no Xbox 360 games, no Xbox One games. There were a few PS3 games, but those are sports titles, but a couple big stacks of Xbox One games, and a lot of them were non-sports titles, which I got really excited about. There was Halo Combat Evolved, there was Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, which I'm not sure if that's a good one, but there was Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, which I don't see Shaolin Monks that often in the wild, which was pretty cool. And then they had Narc. I'm a huge fan of the 80s arcade game Narc. This one was definitely not that 80s title. I never played the new Narc, but I heard it's awful. I heard it's terrible. Any of you guys that played Narc, let me know in the comment section below, like the newer one, not the one from the arcade. But you know what? They were priced at $5 each, which seemed kind of high for original Xbox games because if you go to a garage sale, most of the time if you see an original Xbox game, you'd probably be able to pick it up for $1, maybe even less, unless it's something kind of rare. But unfortunately, I did not get anything. There wasn't anything too exciting. Seeing Shaolin Monks was kind of exciting, but $5, I'm gonna have to wait and see. I might go back and get that one. We're gonna go and see what else we can find. I'm actually gonna go over to the other Target right now and see if it can have some more luck. Okay, so this was kind of interesting. Went into Target. In the clearance section, there were a lot more games than the other Target I was just at. There were clearance copies of Rocksmith, which that's an interesting one. I'm not sure if that series has been discontinued, but there were a few copies of Rocksmith. There were tons of copies on the PS3 for Assassin's Creed Rogue, which actually is a decent Assassin's Creed game. And they had those for $5.98. There's a bunch of them. So I could see I could see possibly that even being cut in half for the next time the clearance comes around, or in a couple weeks. Maybe I could see those ones being sold for around $3. Who knows? There were Xbox One games. Unfortunately, the only Xbox One games there were NBA Live 14. So wasn't exactly tripping over myself to pick up a copy of NBA Live 14. I will say the most interesting thing by far, even more interesting than the Rocksmith, was a PlayStation TV, which I would have been all over. I don't have one of those things if the price was right. So I've seen those, but just wasn't able to score. And I've seen those online where I'd go online, but they'd be sold out for around 30 bucks. That one is on clearance. This was the bundle one. This was not just the PlayStation TV, but it was also the DualShock 3, the Lego Movie, and the PlayStation TV unit. And all of it was like 60 bucks, which that on clearance, 60 bucks, I think you can get that for less at Amazon or on eBay, you know, that bundle. I think you can. But I'm going to wait a week or two, see if it's still there. If it's 30 bucks, I'll definitely pick it up. But unfortunately, wasn't really able to get anything or buy anything that I thought was good enough. We're hitting San Francisco. Going to visit a family member that's at Stanford right now. But interesting thing is that going over the Golden Gate Bridge, for the longest time, you could just cross the bridge and pay the toll. There's a toll you have to pay. And you'd be able to pay it in cash.
I'll look at you for a second because you can't see the bridge.
Can't see it now. But you can pay the toll in cash. But now, the way it's set up, you have to, am I not supposed to be in this lane?
No, you can be in that lane. It's just my...
So you have to have a fast pass. You have to have a little device in your car.
Wait. Let me hold up the fast pass.
If you don't have this fast pass, you will get fined. So before, you're like, yeah, you got some cash. So people like to ride their bikes. They like to walk it. Pretty big deal. Building this.
Can I tell you a cool fun fact about this bridge?
Please do.
It gets painted 365 days a year.
What?
There's someone painting it every day to keep it golden. Well, it's technically not even golden. Sorry, that's Siri. Siri, stop interrupting us.
Vlogging here. So 365 days, that seems a little excessive.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing certain parts. Like
no, it's not the whole bridge, 365 days. Wow, we're going over the bridge.
Lots of movies have used this iconic bridge.
Yes. What's so cool is, well, it's funny because when you live here, you know that nobody really uses the bridge to get into the city. You use the Bay Bridge. And so going over this bridge is kind of a special thing. Unless you're going on this side of the city, you don't really use it.
A lot of tourists like to check it out.
Yeah. You use this bridge if you live in Marin, but only really, really, really wealthy people live in Marin. So there you go. But what a lot of people don't know, I'm going to try to pan slowly, is how beautiful it is over there, the hills. How gorgeous they are. And the ocean. But those hills, if you go up there, that's like where you can get perfect pictures of the city.
Yeah, very picturesque. Well, the past week or so has been very rainy, but today it's beautiful. It's clear skies. It's 4 p.m. right now. Pretty soon we'll probably hit it, but the traffic is going to be bad. The traffic's very bad in San Francisco on an afternoon.
Yeah. You'd be crazy if you try to leave San Francisco anytime after 3 p.m. Yeah. Cray. Also
in the morning times, you have to make sure you're there early enough.
Yeah, if we want to get into the city from Napa, you have to leave before 5 a.m. for no traffic. And then to get home, you have to leave before 2 p.m. for no traffic. Or you have to plan it accordingly, so you leave late.
It took a lot of lives to build the Golden Gate Bridge. A lot of people died.
Oh, sorry I interrupted you. I apologize, sweetie. Are we going through the toll with everyone?
Sure.
Okay, you guys ready to hear the beep? The beep means we go through.
And it means that we're a go and we're not going to get chased down by the cops.
Dude, I'm afraid of how, shaky this is going to be. I apologize to your viewers right now.
No problem. Beep.
See, we win!
Beep, beep.
We win the prize of paying $8 to go over the Golden Gate Bridge.
Do we get, tickets are going to pop out?
I'm going to...
Walmart right now. We're going to see if we can find any deals, so let's go inside. So I just got back from Walmart, and they had absolutely nothing No cheap games. They had like some discounted games because they sell some used games. They now sell used games. I guess you could trade in your games. I'm not sure how the whole thing works, but nothing really, no cheap Xbox One games, unfortunately. So that was a bust. But I did just get home. There were a couple things waiting for me, which I'm really excited about. I got from Leap Trade right here. Got the, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's the King of, big glare there, King of Fighters 14 for the PS4. It's in the Steelbook. I don't think this is the premium edition. I sent it from Leap Trade. I'm not sure if there was like an edition where you could get just the Steelbook. I know there's a premium edition, but this one's in a Steelbook, which is kind of cool. And then, of course, you guys already saw Activision did send me Infinite Warfare, the Legacy Edition, with Call of Duty 4 Remastered. Kind of cool thing. Just quick heads up. My second video I ever did was, second or third video, was an unboxing for Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And so now I've done around 500, 600 videos. So it's been a while since I'll probably do maybe do an unboxing for this, even though it's just a game, but kind of neat because it's been just about 9 years since I first started YouTube. So kind of full circle back to Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare game, and it's been about 9 years. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Unfortunately, it was a bust on getting super cheap games, and I'm really sorry about that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys later.